Oh, it's that time of year again. The time where Carl and Alex make the Christmas special. Well, basically the same as every other video we make, but with a Christmas tree. In all seriousness, today we are doing a question and answer video where we're going to cover some of the regularly asked questions on our channel and also some slightly unusual ones which I believe you've got screenshotted.
There he is!
Oh yes! I don't think there's none which are unusual. They're all pretty normal. Yeah, normal questions. Yeah. Good. So the first question comes in from Charlie. Do you want to read it? How many cream eggs do you think? Why did you do this to us? Somebody once told me. More questions. Which is Carl and which is Alex? I've been watching for 10 years, still can't remember. Let me try and remember myself actually. Oh, yes.
This one's for you, Carl.
Yes.
Why do you like ducks so much?
I like ducks. My duck review is yes, 5 out of 5. Would duck again. The type of duck I really like. Omi's drawn me a duck.
On a
see
pancake,
the picture
a little bit of oyster sauce.
No, Alex. No. Ducks deserve better than that. I like ducks. I like cool ducks. Not cool ducks. Like, oh, that duck's cool, rad. No, cool ducks. C-A-L-L. And they're like little white rounds. Oh, they're just amazing.
Carl, this one's for you.
Yes, a few people. I noticed a few people asking if I'm still with Omi, and yes, I am. She hasn't been in the videos all that much because she got a new job not that long ago, and she's been focusing on that as well as doing drawings and stuff for the book that we are working on. We actually went fishing the other day for the first time in a while. Went out pike fishing.
You caught some pike, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a good day. Well, it's absolutely freezing, and we're pike fishing again. This time, Om's come with me. She hasn't caught a pike for
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
That's too long, in my opinion.
Ooh. Yes! Yes!
Oh yeah, you have as well. Just when I was getting all negative, thinking that nothing was going to happen, looks like there's a pike on the end. Oh yeah. Here it is. I'm going to grab it.
Oh, he's
yes.
good.
Well done. Whoa. Look at that. That's a better one than what I caught this morning. Just like that. Yes. Ready to let him go?
Yeah.
Well done, Om. Well done. So look how much it's fogged up. Wow.
Slowly fogging. Warmth.
Oh, that's not good.
Not this again.
We also got a ton of questions asking if I have a girlfriend. No.
But he does have false chanterelle mushrooms. In all seriousness, Alex, do you think in a video coming soon we should set you up with a Tinder account and just post pictures of all the mushrooms that you found
And see what happens.
see if anyone matches you because they're impressed with your foraging skills?
Yeah, sounds like a great idea, Carl. I think I'll go down a stall. Oh yeah, there's quite a few actually about brotherly relationships and like.
Whoa, Alex, no.
Not that. Oh really?
Working with Alex is good. The thing is, it's easy to make a joke out of it and say, oh no, I hate him and all this. But actually, I couldn't think of anyone better to work with. I am your glamorous assistant. And I've worked with quite a lot of people over the years, and Alex and I do just get along. We understand how each other's brains work. We understand what we are both good at and then what we are not so good at, so we can make it work.
Thank you. Good? Yeah, perfect. Anything else? No.
Yeah, you're very quiet about this topic.
Because I bloody hate this kid. It's great. I'm not just saying that for the camera.
What? Another weird
Another one.
The most annoying thing about living with Alex, thing is there's just loads of good things about living with Alex. First of all, there's the fact that he cooks food quite a lot of the time. There's also the fact that he... That's about it, actually. We got any questions that aren't about being brothers?
No. Do you read each other bedtime stories?
Absolutely not. I read Alex the Angling Times before he goes to bed.
Genuine, normal question.
Okay, yeah.
What's your guys' biggest fears? Well, the first thing, snakes and spiders are scary, but that's just normal, isn't it? So I think of something which is like more personal to me.
Yeah.
Like, what do I find scary?
I find deep water. I have a fear of drowning. I regularly have nightmares about drowning. I think if you wanted to get really deep and personal about what I'm scared of, the fear of like loved ones dying and not being there anymore is quite real. In that, like, my worst nightmares are waking up and you or me, mum and dad, not being there anymore and never being able to see them again. But I think that stems from Nan passing away and not really knowing where she'd gone, because I was young when she was gone. So, but I think that's a genuine fear of most people who've experienced any form of loss. Loss is scary. This video's gone deep all of a sudden. Come on, let's get it back out of this hole. Come on.
Let's try and...
It's supposed to be entertaining and bringing joy and festivity to the viewers.
This is a fun one. This will be a fun little challenge. Well, we've never actually done
We've never tried.
like a proper
Competition. Let's do it.
Should we do it now?
Right now.
Let's see who can cast furthest.
To make sure the challenge was fair, we both used identical 12-foot, 3-pound test curve DF longbows. On our reels was 15-pound carp line, and we both opted for 3-ounce distance leads. Tight. Using distance sticks, we then measured how far we had cast.
$28.5.
31.
31 rats.
My favourite way to catch any predatory species is lure fishing. It's just most fun because you're connected to the fish. As soon as it takes it, you feel the tap, you feel the bite, and a lot of the time you see it all happen when they bite quite close in. Oh, 20-pounder. Not until recently. More recently, like the last few years, the whole fish keeping thing's got quite. That's a hobby for me now.
No, it's observing nature. Can that be a hobby? Just going out and just looking at things and being like, that.
My hobby is being outdoors.
Yeah,
That works.
that's my hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can be outdoors fishing, you can be outdoors bird watching, you can be outdoors foraging, you can be outdoors stalking people. No. Right, just being outdoors.
Yeah. What I find really funny is all the shrimp. They all live at the top.
Yeah.
They have like their little town, shrimp town.
Shrimp castle. Shrimp
Chop suey.
Mount Shrimp.
Yeah. It seems like a long learning curve.
Yeah, and it's a very slow process because like I'm trying to grow these plants at the front and they're just growing really slowly and the fish keep digging them up. So I've had to put little plastic like Chinese carton lids to stop the fish from digging them up whilst they get rooted and everything and grow.
It's kind of, I feel like it's similar to fishing in that it teaches you lots of patience.
Patience, so much patience.
And you can't just get instant results.
Yeah, the same thing goes with the pond. Like building the pond, going through the process of stocking the fish and feeding them and stuff like that. Watching them grow is a very slow, it's like having grandchildren, although I don't know what that would be like actually.
Just like grandchildren.
Yeah.
Whatever that's like.
But yeah, for those of you who have been asking how's Charlie, Charlie is absolutely marvellous. It's my my favourite fish ever. Because the pond's quite cold now, she's just kind of less moving less.
Less active.
Less active, that's the word I was looking for.
We had quite a few questions about the whole koi fish keeping thing stuff. And if you had seen one of our last few videos, we were given a new pet fish.
Yeah, we visited Cuttlebrook Koi Farm. The guys showed us around their farm, showed us a little bit of what they get up to on the farm. Alex went swimming with the big fish there.
That was a crazy experience.
Yeah, and then before we left, they said we could have one. We picked one out and we named it Pine Cone. And the reason we called it Pine Cone is because the little like black
pine cone pattern.
Yeah.
Just remind me of a pine cone.
Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't really fed very much because obviously it went into the pond like shortly before it got cold, but I reckon that's going to end up being a really quite impressive fish when it's, you know, Charlie size. It's going to be crazy, but we'll see. Do you guys have a rip? It's real.
It's real life.
Because if that wasn't real, you wouldn't be able to see it. Where do you, 10 years time, I'll be...
No, Carl, you don't need to answer this because I've got an app which will tell us.
Really? Okay, cool. Well, that's good to know. Aging doesn't seem to have done me much good, judging by those photos, but everyone gets old, you know? I mean, I hope that when I look like that, people still like us. I hope people still watch our videos.
Time will tell, 10 years will tell.
The future is just one of those things, like you could pretend that you know, but you don't. No one knows. No one knows what's going to happen next. Yeah, no one predicted the whole virus thing, and then bam. Well, actually, no, some people did predict it.
Apart from Bill Gates.
Oh,
and Harry Potter. It's the end of the year, and we have got quite a lot of questions asking, like, what are we going to do next year? What's the goal with our YouTube channel?
Where are we headed?
Where are we heading?
What's 2021 got in store for us? We've got some big, like, carp fishing projects, some stories that we want to tell, some campaigns that we want to do on some very special waters, potentially some incredibly old and beautiful carp, as well as some big ones too. But that all revolves around actually catching them. Outside of the carp fishing, we will no doubt be down on the coast doing some sea fishing.
Soon, actually, soon, beginning of next year. This is something which is almost set in stone because it's going to happen very soon. We're going to make a fish pond in the garden.
Oh yes, we're going to build a pond.
And that is going to happen.
We've got a box, you can't see it because it's outside of our camera shot, but we've got a lovely big box full of like filters and pumps and stuff that we got from Evolution Aqua. That's like, they're like anyone who knows fish keeping and ponds will know of them. But yeah, we've got some kit in there, we've got some wood out the back. We're basically going to make a video which shows a step-by-step building a backyard pond, and I'm really hyped for that one. As well as that, at some point in the new year probably, we'll have a pike fishing video. We've been working hard on that. The pike fishing has been difficult. We caught some, don't get me wrong, but it hasn't been easy. So we're still just working away at that one.
I think this is the last question we've got.
Oh my
the last
goodness!
Question we're gonna answer. This is a flipping tricky one.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, 10. Well, how many
10 million.
euros is that?
It's 10 million.
10 million.
You're still
I'm just
thinking
looking at
about
that
it.
money. I'm like, looking at that money. 10 million. What would I do something with that money that would make me more happy than making YouTube videos? I think because the money in itself doesn't mean anything. But if it would allow me to maybe do something like that much money to
thing is,
I don't know what I'd do. I'd just make YouTube videos because that's what we've done all the time, and it's what
Yeah.
we're always going to do, and it's just what we do, isn't it?
Yeah.
What we do.
We are financially secure. We can do this. Korda support us. Our Patreon supports us. You know, those people on our Patreon who support us through like little donations. That's what keeps this channel going. That's what keeps us being able to make these videos as a job. You literally couldn't put enough money on the table for me to stop YouTube, because without this channel, without videos, without us interacting with our audience, I would just feel a bit useless. My life would feel a bit pointless, Alex.
Yeah.
Like, I've done it since I was so young. It's like people have asked us recently, are you guys gonna run your channel like like some other content creators
Like a
are doing at the
subscription.
moment? Yeah, and go over to like subscription style content where you have to pay £5 a month to watch our videos. You know, and we're not interested in that. We can make a lot of money quite quickly, I'll be honest. The problem that I have with that is that then there's people who watch our videos who couldn't afford that. I want poor people to enjoy it, I want wealthy people to enjoy it. I don't want to discriminate.
Mm-hmm.
That's why our content, and it's a bold thing to say because obviously life changes as time goes on, but all the time YouTube exists in its current form, we're not going to charge people to watch our videos. No, it's not what we're about. Like, this channel's content is about inspiring people, it's about encouraging people to get outside and enjoy, you know, the outdoors, fishing, whatever. We're not going subscription.
And we're not stopping YouTube for £10 million.
No. Okay, so that's a wrap. Hopefully you enjoyed watching. Definitely click one of the videos on the screen now if you want to watch more of our content. And if you don't, then
Bugger off. I'm joking, don't go anywhere. Please subscribe.
no, please. Yeah, subscribe.
See ya.
Peace.